Oh, shit. Oh my god. I wonder if that's gonna work. Alright, well. Okay. I think I'm comfortable. Hi. I'm getting ready to go to bed. And I was just wondering if you wanted to wind down with me. Sometimes I just like company. Like company in silence. Like just laying next to somebody and staring at the ceiling. Man, I haven't done that in a while. I miss it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like having space in bed to myself, but I really like having somebody in bed. I'm a cuddler. I like to cuddle until it gets hot, and then I'm like, all right, roll away. It's been a weird week. I don't really want to talk about it, though. I just wanted to acknowledge that it was weird. Sometimes I feel like I have, like, these... Oh, the screen went to sleep. I don't like that. That makes me feel like it's not recording. Oh, it is. Oh my god, my laptop is really hot. Fuck, what was I saying? Shit. I was talking about going to sleep. Laying next to somebody. Oh, I had a weird week. I don't want to talk about it. And yet I keep talking about it. Never mind. You know what? I didn't spend enough time laying horizontally today. I don't even mean like taking a nap. I mean just laying flat instead of being upright. Apparently my nervous system knows the difference, and my body relaxes a lot more when I lay flat, which is interesting. It's good to know. Not really like a nap taker. I wish I was. Naps sound glorious, honestly. I really like the idea of naps. Like, in theory, being able to lay down and like go to sleep whenever you want for just a little bit, like enough for a dream, and then you wake up feeling great and you like go on about your day. Like, what? That sounds wonderful. When I take a nap, I just get groggy. Feels like I took Benadryl or, I don't know, stay half asleep the rest of the day. It's not nice. It doesn't feel good. Well, you know what? Maybe like a couple of times I've had good naps. I was just thinking, actually, I think some of my really good naps were just like with other people. And then I was chuckling inside because that touch starvation is not quiet. It's not quiet. This sucks. I actually recorded another audio that I really wanted to upload, but I listened back to it, and which is not my favorite thing, but I have to make sure that it sounds okay and that the quality isn't crazy. So, like, bad, crazy bad. If it's crazy good, wonderful, but the freaking HVAC in my goddamn backyard was being very intrusive, and the sounds that it was making were causing the microphone on my phone to, I guess, continuously recalibrate. Like, it was confusing the microphone and it didn't understand, like, I don't know, how to maintain focus on my voice steadily. I don't know how to explain it, but it sucked because the first few minutes of the audio, the stupid fucking HVAC caused this panning of my voice between the left and right. So, like, you could feel it moving from your left ear to your right ear, but it wasn't smooth. It sounded like poppy and glitchy and like erratic. It didn't sound nice. It sounded like bad audio interference, which was really unfortunate because later in the audio, when the HVAC cut off, it was really nice. You could hear birds chirping in the background and airplanes in the distance, or, you know, flying overhead. And they're doing renovations on this house across the street, and you could hear like the radio playing what sounds like Mexican music. You know what I mean? Like, I forgot the name of the music, but maybe I should just say Spanish. It was a Spanish radio station. I shouldn't assume it's Mexican. I mean, I had my reasons. I wasn't being racist. But now that I'm talking about it, it probably sounds like I am. So, let's change the subject. She said awkwardly. Anyway, the whole point was that the audio sounded really nice with the ambient background noise. So, it's unfortunate that the beginning was kind of messed up. And I feel like if I clip the beginning, I mean, I could just do it in media res and have it like start part of the way through. It was a voicemail confession, so I was basically leaving a voicemail for you. It was a good one. It was very nostalgic It felt intimate. And vulnerable. I'm really fascinated by vulnerability and intimacy. I used to think that I was scared, like, I think having a bit of a fear of vulnerability is, healthy, like a little bit. Because vulnerability is, it's opening yourself up without certainty of how it's going to go. And that's inherently kind of scary. Because it can go well, it can go great, it can go horribly, it can go okay, and you don't know. And you just have to take that leap of faith. I always picture Indiana Jones like jumping into the chasm and landing on that invisible bridge. That's what vulnerability feels like. Although sometimes, in certain circumstances, that fucking bridge is not there, and you just fall into the chasm like the fucking coyote from the, Coyote and Roadrunner. But not always. Sometimes that invisible bridge is there, and it turns out to be a pretty nice experience. And then intimacy is sharing your inner world. So I guess this is intimate. I get why it can be scary to share your inner world. We're all wired differently. I think sometimes it can feel exhausting when you feel like your inner world is really intense or a lot to translate for people. What am I talking about? Intimacy. I'm talking about intimacy. Well, I'm rambling about intimacy. I guess what I'm trying to say vaguely, I could say directly and just be like, honestly, I really like when someone lets me into their inner world, because I understand the significance. Because when I let somebody into my inner world, like, I'm sharing that that deeper part of myself with you that I don't share with everybody. Not everybody is able to be there or get it. That's okay. Not everybody who gets you is going to be your people, and not everybody who doesn't immediately get you isn't or aren't. Seriously, what am I talking about? probably time for bed, because holy shit, I'm just like rambling about nothing. I guess I just wanted to let some of this out of my head. Since I spend a lot of time in there. So thanks for listening. I was going to say, not that you really had a choice, but you did have a choice because you clicked on this, so. Certainly not going to hold a gun to your head. I did not wake up and choose violence today, although it did kind of feel like this week chose violence. I just gotta, I just thought of, remember, what was it, the movie 300, I think? He was like, this is Sparta, and like kicks the dude. And that's what it felt like. That's what this week felt like. It's good times, good times. Thankfully, not every week is like that, you know? It's really nice that life is this ebb and flow of good times and bad times and in between times and weird times. Nothing ever stays one way, which is kind of comforting, because if you're feeling weird or not great, you're not in the place that you want to be, at least you know it doesn't have to last. Change is inevitable, so there will be good times again. There will be weird times again. There will be transitional times again. I'm in a transitional time, and my fucking God, is it trying my nerves? My last one. It's tough. It's tough sometimes when when so many things are changing at once. It's so funny. I've really been trying to change my relationship with uncertainty. It used to freak me out, and so I would have plans for my plans and then backup plans for those. And nothing ever went the way that I planned, of course. There were always obstacles I didn't foresee, opportunities that came along that I totally didn't expect. People, places, things. So, lately I've chosen a different perspective. And so instead of seeing uncertainty as scary, even though sometimes it still feels scary and it's okay to admit that, I'm trying to see it as full of possibility, you know, like uncertainty is also potential. Who knows what could grow when you plant a seed? Like, imagine throwing a bunch of wildflower seeds out into like a meadow. You don't know what's gonna grow where. You know there are gonna be flowers. You know, some seeds will make it, some won't. That's exciting. Or you can focus on the fact that some of the seeds won't make it. So I want to focus on the fact that there will be flowers, and I just don't know what they're gonna look like yet. So I'm just patiently waiting for the seeds that I've tossed to start sprouting. And it really doesn't take that long. So who knew I'd be talking about gardening, right? Kind of chuckling, because if you are falling asleep right now, You're probably like, oh, gardening? What? I thought she was fucking talking about something completely different. Yeah, I was. We're all over the place tonight. Really just trying to lull you into a really relaxed state so that you can just exhale. I'm laying on the floor of my little sound booth. It's actually really comfortable. There's this like super fluffy carpet under me. It feels furry. It's like really light and furry. Not thick and dense. It's like lightly furry. Probably like kind of like how I think a werewolf would look in a really cheap like B movie. That's kind of what the rug feels like. Really romanticizing the shit out of this setup, I know. I've got a really soft pillow behind my head, and it's kind of like velvety feeling. I have a bench beside me that's also soft. Is it called like upholstered? An upholstered bench? I say that like my second language. I say that like English is my second language. It's my first language, mostly. Yeah. It's my first language. That was weird to say mostly. Life's weird sometimes. Hey, so if it's weird for you too right now, you're not alone. It's weird for a lot of people. So at least we have that company in the weirdness. Love that for us. Well, I hope you get some rest. I'm falling asleep, so I think it's time for me to go to bed.